Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 157 of Reynolds Reviews. And on today's episode, once again, I'm going head to head with Monkey Boy. Cue the march. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today, once again, I'm going head to head with our Dave from Monkey Boy's Toys. Now, you may recall, if you follow the channel closely, a few months ago, myself and Dave, we are huge mask fans and huge mask collectors, and we did our top 5 mask vehicles. Now we are back to do a follow-up, and today we are calling it the best of the rest. So we're going to pick another 5 vehicles, what we are classing as the best of the rest in our collection. Now, if you recall, we picked 5 vehicles obviously in the previous video, but also we picked 3 honourable mentions. Now the honourable mentions cannot be used in this video, so we've already got rid of 8 vehicles, so some difficult choices have been made. But no competition this time. It's just for fun, so you don't need to vote in the comments. So sit back, relax, and let's go see what made our list for our best of the rest.
This new Raven's pretty as a lady.
And friendly as a crocodile, Calhoun.
Tracker here. Assemble mask. Venom's back in business.
It's the Venom Eldar! I've been expecting you, Mask. Convert Raven to jet mode.
Mask Boulder Hill and new Raven, Hurricane, and Outlaw. Each sold separately with a figure.
Gotcha, Hurricane. Fire tire!
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
Okay, so starting with number 5 on my list, and number 5 is Hurricane. Now, Hurricane is from Season 2 of the Mask Vehicles, released in 1986, and Hurricane came with Hondo McLean with Blaster 2 mask. Now, Hurricane was previously called Night Stalker, but then the name was changed later on in the cartoon. But how can you not be a fan of Hurricane? A 57 Chevy, and look at that paint job. I mean, the colour itself, it's like a sort of petrol blue. And I just think, as a vehicle in its street mode, I mean, all those flames up the bonnet, up the sides, up the roof, and these are not, I'm pretty sure they're not anyway, these are not decals. I think that's painted on. Now, you can feel a little bit of a raise, but just such a beautiful vehicle. And I'm actually very lucky because I managed to win this on eBay for a really good price, but often the chrome's all gone on these, but the chrome is in great shape on this one. But I just think it's a beautiful looking vehicle, and I believe one of VTR Dave's favourites as well. Yeah, just awesome, and it had to be in the list. But Hurricane turns into a field command post. Now, I'm not quite sure what that would look like in a car, but it looks something like this, apparently. And there we go, transformed. So apparently this is a field command post in vehicle form. I'm still not quite sure what that really means, but still a very, very cool looking vehicle when transformed. Hondo in the top there on the turret. Raised up now on 6 wheels, and I'm not going to do it, but that tyre does fire out as well. Often missing when you find these. But yeah. Still a formidable looking vehicle. And I just think just such a beautiful looking mask toy. Like I say, mainly in the list really for how it looks in its street mode. I just think it displays beautifully well. But yeah, awesome vehicle. So that kicks off my list. Over to you, Dave.
Thanks very much, Luke. What's flappin', flamingo pluckers? Well, my first pick for the best of the rest is going to be Condor. An absolutely fantastic little vehicle. And
Monkey Boy, what are you doing? Whatever it is, let me help.
you can't help, Skeletor. I'm doing another video with Luke, and I could really do without your interruptions today, so if you don't mind, just get out of the...
Monkey Boy, I hate you.
I know, Skeletor. Right, sorry guys. As I was saying, this is a fantastic little vehicle. A lot of us had this growing up when I was a child. It was your basic sort of entry-level vehicle into the mask line, and it's a lovely little thing. It's a motorcycle that turns into an attack helicopter. The transformation is very simple, but quite satisfying. And I would argue that this vehicle, along with Rhino, Thunderhawk and Switchblade, were the sort of more iconic vehicles of the line. You knew what you were getting with this one, and it's a lovely little thing. So this one is going to be my number 5 pick. Let's go and see what Luke's got for number 4.
Okay, so at number 4 on my list is Condor. Now, Condor is from Series 1 of the vehicles, released in 1985, and Condor came with Brad Turner, with his Hocus Pocus mask, and that's the short version. But Condor was just such a cool little vehicle, and a lot of my friends' favourites when I was a kid, because it was like an entry-level vehicle, really cheap, super affordable, super vibrant, looked really cool, and of course, a motorbike that can turn into a helicopter. What self-respecting kid in the 80s wouldn't want that? And easy to transform as well, but I just think the vibrant green, the kind of style of motorbike that it was, really appealed to the 80s kid. Such a cool vehicle. And this used to transform into an attack helicopter, and I think because it was quite prominent on the intro, I think that's what made it quite popular. So let's get this transformed. And there we go. So like I said, a really simple transformation. The propellers just come up from the back. The back wheel pulls out to act as like a rear rotor blade, and then we have got a one-man attack helicopter. And like I said, just a real simple transformation. Brad Turner sits really nicely in the cockpit there, and it just displays great. And like I said, just a really, really cheap, I think it was like £5 back in the day, brand new. But yeah, just a really simple vehicle. Love the bright colours, love how vibrant that green is, and I think this is actually our Shabby's favourite. Whenever I hear him talk about mask, he always talks about Condor. So yeah, just a lovely, simple vehicle, displays great, and that's why it's in at my number 4. Over to you, Monkey Boy.
Thanks, Luke. Interesting choice. Let's see what I've got for number 4. It is the Outlaw. Now, this is the biggest and heaviest vehicle in the Mask line. It's an oil tanker that transforms into a mobile headquarters. One of the things I like about it most is it does in fact house the largest weapon in the Mask line, which is this howitzer that fires poison pod shells. So yes, this is the biggest weapon in the Mask line. The cab flips down to reveal the 2 drivers and a harpoon grappling hook thing at the front here. Yeah, it's a great vehicle. It's the only vehicle that actually came with accessories that were housed inside the body of the vehicle that you had to apply yourself. All the other vehicles were sort of self-contained with any accessories, but this one you did actually have to put the accessories in yourself. But it's a nice little vehicle, well, nice big vehicle. So yeah, that would be my pick for number 4. Let's have a look and see what Luke's got for number 3.
Thanks, Dave. Okay, so in at number 3 is Firecracker, and Firecracker came with Honda McLean with Blaster Mask. Now, this is actually a custom short mask made for me by my very good friend Mark of Mask from Instagram, a cartoon accurate mask. Absolutely love that, thank you, Mark. But Firecracker is a Chevy K30 pickup truck, and I think the reason why I love this is, one, because of the vibrant orange. I love orange as a colour. I just think it just works really well with things like this. The amazing decals, they look so good, but there's just so much going on with Firecracker. You know, we've got all the spotlights, we've got all the extra bits, we've got the spare wheel at the back that fires off, we've got the motorbike. There's just so many things going on with Firecracker, and I just think, again, a very, very sort of prominent vehicle in the intro, and just looks amazing. It really does. Very difficult to get on the secondary market complete because there's just so many bits to it, and if you do, you're probably going to be paying some decent money, but it is well worth it because it is just a stunning looking vehicle. And Firecracker turns into a recon/attack truck. And there we go, and what an awesome looking vehicle once it's transformed. So raises up, we've got some guns that come out of the front, and it's just such, again, a formidable looking vehicle. Like I said earlier, there's so much going on with it. You've got guns there, you've got freeze rays underneath, you've got the spare wheel or the shredder that fires off, you've got a bike rack on the back to accommodate the motorcycle, and I just think it is such a wicked vehicle. It really is. And then, of course, we've got Hondo deployed on the motorcycle that comes off at the back. And it's just such a versatile vehicle. And like I said, so much going on with it. It really is super cool. So yeah, that's Firecracker in at number 3. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks very much, Luke. Well, for my number 3, I've got quite a heavy hitter and... Oh, hello? Can I help you?
No. What are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking at you. What's your name?
Bowtie.
Oh, why are you called Bowtie?
Because I've got bows on my arse, you idiot.
Okay, well, I don't really want a horse in the middle of my shot.
I'm not a horse, I'm a pony.
Okay, well, would you mind getting out of my shot? I'm in the middle of doing a video.
Oh, fair enough. See you later.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that was all about. As I was saying, I've got a heavy hitter for my number 3, and it is this, the Goliath, or as I like to call it, the Goliath. Now, this is a race car transportation vehicle that comes with an Indy car, and the vehicle below transforms into a missile launcher and weaponized monstrosity, and the Indy car turns into an assault jet. So I'll just do that for you quickly. There's the assault jet, pretty cool vehicle, and this is the missile launcher and weaponized monstrosity. So you got quite a lot of bang for your buck, although this was obviously one of the more expensive vehicles in the line. And as I say, it is a pretty heavy hitter. So that would be my choice for number 3. Let's have a look and see what Luke has got for number 2.
Thanks, Dave. Okay, so in at number 2, we'll get into the money end now. In at number 2 is Gator. Now, Gator is again Series 1, released in 1985. And Gator came with Dusty Haze and Backlash Mask. And Gator was a Jeep that turned into, on the box it says a hydroplane, but basically a speedboat. But I just think Gator, again, that deep orange, and look at those super 80s decals on the front. And I just think it's a beautiful looking vehicle. Really unlucky not to make my original list, to be fair. This one was gifted to me by my very good friend, Chris Smith, better known as Smith Lord, and he has kept it in amazing shape. The mechanism works perfectly. And just what a beautiful vehicle. And again, I can't think of Mask back in the day without thinking of Gator. So it has a freeze ray that comes over the top. And then it has a depth charge, just rolling forward. A depth charge at the back that would fire out. Now, I know that because Chris kept this in such good shape, I know the firing mechanism of the speedboat is really lively, so I'm a bit reluctant to do it on camera. So I don't want to lose the speedboat, so I'm going to go away, open it up and come back. And there we go. So like I said, the Jeep opens up and the speedboat fires out. Now, like I said, the mechanism is really strong on this. Chris has kept it in great shape and it fires out quite violently, really. Now, if it was just a missile or something like that, I would have done it on camera, but I really won't forgive myself if I broke this. Matt over at Keep On Collecting knows how difficult these Gators are to get complete. So, yeah, I just thought I'll do it off camera very carefully, but look at that. How cool is that? So you've got Dusty Haze now in the speedboat. And then obviously you would whack the back and the depth charge would deploy. So just a beautiful vehicle, simple but stunning, and I absolutely love it. So yep, Gator is in at number 2. Over to you, Monkey Boy.
Thanks, man. Can't argue with that decision. Shall we see what I've got for my number 2 pick? Yes we shall. It's Manta. Now, I've got mine already transformed here because I've got a sticky mechanism at the front and it doesn't always transform every time. But yeah, the Manta. This is a Nissan 300ZX that transforms into this, a jet fighter. A really nice looking vehicle, looks really wicked. Not much more I can say about that, really. I love the colour, I love the design, I think it's really good. And it makes a very nice attack craft. I ain't getting on no plane, fool. And so yeah, let's just transform it back into the Nissan so that you can see what that looks like. We'll tuck away Vanessa Warfield's lipstick cannons in the front here, and yeah, here's what it looks like as the Nissan. So yeah, that will be my pick for number 2. Let's see what Luke has got for his number 1 pick.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, and in at number 1 in my best of the rest, it might surprise some people, but my number 1 is Stiletto from the Split Second series. Now again, the Split Second series doesn't get a lot of love, but I've got to admit there is a handful of amazing vehicles in the Split Second series, Stiletto being my favourite. I mean, look at this. What self-respecting kid in the 80s did not want a Lamborghini Countach as a toy? And I mean, this is stunning. Look at all that lovely design down the side, and I just think it looks amazing. So this came with Gloria Baker and Collider Mask. Now I don't have a Gloria Baker because these toys used to come with 2 figures. You would get a standard figure and then a clone figure. I have got the clone figure. I'm still looking for the standard Gloria, but to get her complete with the Collider Mask, she is a lot of money. But I think Stiletto is awesome. Now I've got to admit, I love it in vehicle mode, not so much in its transformation mode, because one of the gimmicks was Split Seconds. Now I thought the Split Seconds name was referring to later on in the cartoon they all started racing each other instead of fighting each other. But Split Seconds refers to the fact that every vehicle in this toy line changes into 2 vehicles. And I've got to admit, Stiletto's transformation mode is a bit naff. It turns into a raid plane and an attack chopper. So let's go take a look. And there we go. So as you can see, like I said, I mean, it turns into 2 vehicles, but really not so much. I mean, they're very underwhelming. And I think, obviously, the Split Second series in 87 was when the toy line was pretty much coming to an end. And I think Kenner were just trying to suck as much life out of it as they could. So, you know, can we get 1 vehicle to turn into 2 vehicles? And that kind of gives you 3 vehicles. But obviously trying to get 1 vehicle to turn into 2 vehicles, or 2 worthwhile vehicles, is not easy, as you can see. And most of the Split Seconds vehicles, their alternate modes, their attack modes are a bit naff, but this is in the list purely because of its street mode in that Lamborghini. But yeah, the attack chopper and the raid plane are a bit underwhelming, but I love it all the same, and it's definitely worthwhile having in my list. Like I said, purely for its Lamborghini mode, I just think it looks stunning. The alternate modes, not so much. But yeah, there we go. That's my number 1. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks very much, Luke. Oh, sorry, let me just get all these horses out of the shop.
We're not horses, we're ponies.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Right. Okay, my pick for number 1 is going to be the Wildcat. Absolutely love this vehicle. I think it looks really cool with all the chrome, and it's a beefy looking vehicle. It transforms from a tow truck into a weaponized monstrosity, which I shall demonstrate for you now. So here you go. This is the only vehicle in the line that has an action feature whereby when you move the vehicle along, it actually fires projectiles out of the front. As you can see now, it fires these little pizzas out of the front when you roll it along, and you feed them back into a hopper on the top here. So yeah, the Wildcat is a really cool looking vehicle, and I really do like this one. So this would be my pick for the best of the rest, number 1. I'll hand it back to Luke to finish up the video. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
So there we go, everybody. There are our 5 vehicles for our best of the rest. Did you guess any correctly? Did you try to predict any in our list? Did you agree? Did you disagree? Let us know what you thought in the comments. But like I said, no competition this time, just for fun. So no need to vote. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I just want to say again, thank you to Dave for getting involved in the video. I really do appreciate it, Dave. I love how you do things. It's always so funny. I really do appreciate you getting involved. But yeah, there we go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're one of my existing viewers and existing subscribers, I know I say it all the time, but people, I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I always try to read everyone's comments and get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. See you next time.